Hi everyone, it's good to have you here. Today I brought you along to help me remake my Manuka Honey Oats. This is full of 850 Manuka honey from New Zealand, my own inland oats that have been grown right here on Soapy Oaks Farm, and of course my own goat milk. And this is probably my customer's favorite soap that I make. It smells wonderful, but I think the main attraction of this particular bar is that it is so bubbly without tons of coconut oil. The amount of honey in it is just decadent and feels wonderful on the skin. And these are long-lasting bars, and I've been out of them for a while. I have been so busy making tallow bars for both wholesale customers, local customers, market customers, and my Etsy customers that there's hardly time to make other soaps, or that's how it has been. But I'm now able to get back in making my other lines of soap that my customers have asked for so long. And I'm way behind on a lot of soaps. And this is just an opportunity to bring you along while I get caught back up. And in this particular video, I'm remaking 110 bars? Yeah, a lot. And I'll be using my, well here, let me show you. I'll be using this monster mold. This is from Winston and Walter soap molds out of Canada. And the way I got this one was during the HGSC conference in Hartford, Connecticut that I've talked about in a previous video. I won that in a silent auction and just received it in the mail, I believe last week. So this is my first time using it. And this one mold holds 50 pounds. So the mold itself is pretty heavy. It's all wood. She does now make it in HDPE plastic. So I'm going to look into actually getting one of those, one or two of those, because it's really nice to be able to pour the soap in a single mold and still get the same amount of soap that I was putting in my previous two molds. That's a nice thing to be able to do. It is heavy because after all, it's 50 pounds of soap, and the mold feels like it weighs 15 or 20 pounds. I don't know, I'd have to weigh it, see. So it's really heavy, and it was a real job. Oh, no, I misspeaking. It wasn't a real job. It wasn't that hard for me to do. I tilted it out on the table like I do all molds. It came out of the mold easy. The only tricky part is handling 50 pounds of soap and sending it through the log splitter. So I'm going to be having her make me, which she does do already, I'm going to have her make me a log splitter that'll split this 50-pound mold into 7 same size soap logs. Because this took me a long time to actually, what I actually had to do, and I do show the video of it, I actually put the soap on the table and then turned the log splitter upside down on it and slid it over, which worked really well. It did leave some lines on the soap, which I wasn't a fan of, but sometimes you have to use your noggin to come up with ways to make things work, and it did work. So come along with me. Let's put this soap together. And actually the first part of the video where I mixed everything together is missing. You can watch 100 other videos where I have shown that part of it, but I just have a lot of trouble, and maybe I should run for president because I'm getting old and I forget things. Like, I do forget to turn the camera on. I forget to, or I turn the camera on and then forget to turn the mic on, which is why I'll actually be voicing over the video, because that's exactly what I did do. Not only did I forget to turn the camera on, once I turned the camera on, I recorded the whole thing and didn't have the microphone hooked up. And I use wireless mics like this. And I'm hoping you're not picking up the ceiling fan above my head on the mic. You may be. If so, I apologize. You won't hear it in the voiceover part because I'll turn the fan off to do that. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Come on along and let's put this soap together. All right. So, as I stated earlier, I had already added my goat milk and my honey and my oats to this prior to starting the camera, and for that I sincerely apologize, but goodness, I do have a lot of other videos where you will see me making it from the beginning. So this video I'm doing more just to say hello to you all, show you that I am getting back into remaking my baselines, and I wanted to introduce this new 50-pound mold that I won in the silent auction from the soap conference this year, from Winston and Walter out of Canada. And I got to meet July there. She is the owner of the company. I met her and her husband and her brother, and it was such a wonderful, wonderful experience. And winning this mold meant a lot to me. To be able to make 50 pounds all in a single mold is such a step forward for my business. And this was such a pleasure to use because, first of all, the silicone is so thick it stands up on its own. And the ability to lift its mold by the handles, that you don't have to worry about disappearing on you or breaking off. They're built into the sidewalls. That I was really excited about. And now, for the first time in a long time here, I'm having to use a large plastic bucket because I'm making so much in one sitting. I have ordered a 10-gallon stainless steel bucket. The one that I currently have is 7 gallons. And yes, it would hold all of this, but it comes right up to the tippy top, and it's just messy to do. So I wanted to get a bigger bucket to do that. But here I'm just spooning the top, like, you know, just to add some kind of a pattern to the top before I added my oats. But oh my goodness, I've been so very busy, and I apologize for not doing as many videos as I used to do. I'm trying really hard to get back into it. Between the health issues that I was dealing with earlier in the year, the big conference, and the business being so busy, I just haven't had the opportunity to just relax and edit a video and do a voiceover, which is, well, what I'm doing in this particular instance. It's time consuming. For those that have partners that help you with your endeavors in your business, I hope you realize just how lucky you are. I've not had good fortune in that area. I've hired 2 people now, and in both cases, I have suffered consequences from other people not doing the job the way I would do it. Here what I'm showing is I had to actually turn my soap cutter upside down because this load, the 50 pounds, was just too large to hold, to pick up and to slide through there evenly. So I just took the loaf slicer and just turned it upside down and cut it into the 7 loaves from the top, and it worked perfectly. These bars aren't very showy, as you can see. They're just my just my regular goat milk soaps with the oats and honey on them. I was very pleased with the scent of these. The Manuka honey just adds such a wonderful toasty kind of a caramel smell to the soap that I really like. But my customers seem to really like these. This is my most popular soap when I have it in stock. It goes really fast. That's why I made so much here in one setting, because I know these will sell out quickly. And now with this mold though, I'll be able to make more soap in a sitting at one time. And I feel very good about that, because I think that it's really going to help me to be able to keep up with this sort of thing. But as you can see, it's a lot of work. It's very time consuming. And for any of you that do your own, work for yourself, you know what I'm talking about. Even those of you that have someone to help you out, I'm sure you realize just what a challenge it can be sometimes just to keep everything done right. And be a video creator on top of that. But in this particular case, I'm just cleaning these up. That is the edge tool from Custom Craft Tools. If you just go to their website, I'll try to put the link on the screen for you. You can pick one of these up. It's a little pricey for the size, but I like what it does. I don't use it on all my soaps because, well, it's not necessary. But on these and on my tallow bars, I find this is really handy. And now that I donate my soap scraps to the Eco Soap Bank, I don't mind doing it nearly as much because I know that it's going toward a good cause. So for that, I'm very happy. But anyway, I'm doing well, everyone. I'm in good health right now. I'm really doing well. It's really hot here in Texas. It's in the upper 90s. That I wish were not the case. I can hardly wait for fall. But I want to thank you all for visiting. Here's just a little video of Doug and Demona, the cat. They were visiting me over while I was over at the pond, actually doing some fishing, and Doug decided to go for a swim and take a bath. And then one of the things he loves to do is to jump up on me after that. Doug, Doug, Doug. Oh my goodness, Doug, Doug. You're shake it off. That's a good boy. Do it over there. Do it over. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.